Hello guys and welcome to WWII Flying Historical Battles. And well, today I have this itch to fly something absolutely useless and in the worst conditions possible. And there's nothing worse that you can fly than a level 1 plane which is not a Soviet I-153. So I chose the Gladiator and gave it a go for maybe 4 battles or for 3 battles. And in the ones I had useful teams, I actually did decently, or well. But well, when I didn't, things didn't fare that well. By the way, little hint here: when you are flying level ones, don't ignore the AIs. Just don't. I mean, you can ignore them when you are in high-level planes. There are just a nuisance, which just happens to be around doing absolutely nothing. But when you are in a level 1 plane, don't ignore the AIs. Take my word for it, and you're going to see why. As the only one guy of my team high enough, I'm going to engage these guys. I go up to engage this I-16, and there you go, AIs. Still, I disregard them. They are AIs after all. So I'm going to go down and kill this guy, which of course is much lower in energy. I can put a very good burst on him and kill him. But then, of course, I don't know how, this guy actually shot and he got my wing. Really? Well, shit happens, I guess. So I'm totally fucked up. Look at this. I have 3 AIs behind me and they are not going to leave me alone. And they are in I-15s, which are, well, let's say that a little bit powerful for their level. So well, I got one of them in front of me. I tried to shoot him as good as I can. I can barely keep the plane level. And now we have bigger problems. Look at that guy up there. That evil deed guy, which actually is one of my subscribers and have recognized me in a previous game. One of the ones I had a total useless team in my side and I died in no time because I was the only guy up there and I got gun-bounded by maybe 4 or 5 enemies. He was in that battle and he was in this one as well. And I really need to RTV because my wing is massively destroyed. I can't pull the plane without putting it out of control. So I spot the WWII, which is obviously looking at me, able to see it. And I'm simply waiting for him to bounce me because he's going to. It's pretty obvious. That guy is looking at me. And I know I will have a very hard time evading because look at that. The plane wants to roll all the time. It's very hard to keep it under control. And then, of course, I don't only have to bother about that WWII. I also have some AIs to bother with. One of them passes me. I totally... Look at this. I'm going to totally blast this guy. Look, all those hit markers, and I get absolutely nothing on him. Nothing. Soviet Stalinium at most. I get a shot burst and I can't fly my plane. This guy gets totally shot up and nothing happens. So, well, I'm going to try to evade this guy again, but I simply can't. I mean, it's impossible. I have so small control over my plane. Look at this. It's so hard to keep it on the sky. And I know he's coming again, and I know don't have the means to avoid him. I'm very slow. I can't avoid, and I'm going to die. So yeah, that was our. So first advice you want to take if you fly in a low-level plane. Don't ignore the AIs. Really, don't. They are as dangerous or more than enemy pilots. Yeah, well, what I'm going to say. Let's in the next pass I'm going to die. So yeah, here he comes and I'm dead. This one was actually pretty fun because in the other team there's also another subscriber, and he's flying in an I-15-3. And I was taunting him like, oh, a subscriber of mine is flying this thing, I'm going to stop putting up videos. It's worthless to teach people who fly broken stuff. Some very fun taunting going on in the chat. If you want to read it, it was pretty hilarious. And some people were around who didn't, of course, didn't know me and were like, "What the fuck I'm reading?" So yeah, well, this was pretty funny. Game start. I'm the only guy up here again. Well, no, there's a P36 who has actually climbed it, which is pretty nice. There's no AIs. I'm making sure there are no AIs nearby because I don't want the same shit happening to me again. And I'm going to concentrate myself on that I-16. He's coming for me. And I try to avoid a head-on he's not going for. And this is something that's telling me that the guy is not an absolute idiot. Because an I-16 that avoids a head-on knows what he's doing, at least to a point. Most of them go blindly for a shot. And this guy didn't, so yeah. I'm in a biplane, but the problem with biplanes, and you notice that if you fly them, unless it's Soviet one, by the way, is that at high speeds they really turn very slowly. At speeds of 200, 300 kilometers per hour, they turn very well. But as soon as they start going over 350, the pitch control goes to hell. And you're going to see that it's going to surprise me a lot of times in this battle. I have avoided his attack. He came for me. I turned the tables. I'm behind him. High deflection shot, just waiting for some hits. No luck there. Trying to keep my position behind him, so I do a low yo-yo. Could be inside his turn by using a vertical move. But then again, look at that, 340 kilometers per hour, and the plane pitches up super slow. So here I notice that I really have to use flaps if I want to use vertical moves downwards. He's coming for me again, not giving me a head-on. This time I was counting on it, so I capitalize on that, and I go for a head-on myself. Always take note of the enemy fighter practices. If he is mad to go for a head-on, avoid his head-ons. If he has proven you a couple of times that he doesn't want to go for a head-on, go for a head-on. Because then you can freely aim and maybe get some shots on him and without putting yourself at risk. I knew that guy wasn't going to come for a head-on, so I simply changed my ways. I usually don't go either, but I knew this guy wasn't going for it. So I took the chance and I put some shots on him. He's reversing in the vertical, slowing down a lot, and he's going to come for me. And this time I'm not really sure he's not going to come for a head-on, so I don't go for it. Instead I avoid, just in case. He's not going for it either, so whatever. Anyway, I'm maneuvering before him. Come directly behind. Take a aim, some shots. And there I got a little bit lucky, a direct kill. Probably an engine death. Well, usually I-16s don't go down that easy, but there I go a little bit lucky. So 1 kill. Next is Nerfbat in his I-15-3. A subscriber flying in one of those things. Shame on you! Well, really, this is nothing. Yeah, I was just having fun at him. But I don't really like people who fly blatantly OP things. But well, whatever. I mean, it's okay. He was just playing a game in that, so whatever. But of course, now I'm going to make him pay for that. Here I come. I don't think he has seen me, and that's the proof is that he's shooting at someone else. I get some shots. Now he has noticed me. He comes for a head-on. I don't know if he was going for a head-on or simply across, but in any case, I go past him in the vertical. He's reversed on me. I avoid his moves. Roll opposite, try to engage in a rolling scissor. I have deployed flaps, by the way, in this one, just to slow me down a little bit and giving me a better chance at forcing an overshoot. Those I-15-3s are really tough to force an overshoot on, so... Well, I have him in front of me, critical. He can barely move, so I'm going to kill. He's going down. He's going to die. So second kill. The OP thing went down, and the time goes on. I mean, it's all in good fun. We were both laughing, so it's not that I was telling him anything seriously. And yeah, well, next in line, wow, there's an AI, and here I am like, I'm going to get revenge. I really want to kill that guy because of the last battle, but I'm going to notice something soon in the minimap, and I'm going to stop that plan in seconds. You're going to see that. Actually, this could have been a very nasty surprise for me. Look at that guy. He was there and he wasn't seen. So I reverse on him. Get a deflection shot on him, some shots. Level off. Aim. Force him to... Well, actually the guy to force him to maneuver was the P-36. So I'm just striking him. I have very few rounds of ammo, so I'm conserving ammo here. I'm not shooting blindly or spraying and praying. I want to ensure that I'm going to get hits. So as soon as he starts avoiding, I take aim, start getting hits, and he goes down. Just in the nick of time, as I had very few rounds left. So yeah, that was it. Then that's it for this video. Flying a crappy plane in a very tough environment. Really, going against I-15-3s and I-16s is not easy at all. But it was fun. I mean, as long as I had decent teammates, it was fun. The problem was when I did not. So well, let's check the results, and that will be it. Here was a thing I didn't really understood. I got one plane unlock, which was Talisman. I don't get it, but yeah, whatever. Anyways, guys, thank you very much for watching. Hope you enjoyed, and as always, see you later.